Hey everyone, welcome to the second Family and Friends update by Jony, or FAFUJ as I'm calling it. I said last week that I was going to try and do one of these once a week. I was going to therefore do one yesterday on Monday, but I couldn't because my eye was really strange. I couldn't see properly out of my left eye. Everything more than 2 feet away was blurry after about 10 in the morning, so that was really fun. I went to the doctor and they said, we're not really sure. They suggested that I try some eye drops and that to come back in 2 days if it didn't clear up or if it got any worse. So I got some eye drops and nothing improved until I went to sleep. And then I woke up this morning and my left eye was fine. So don't know what was wrong, but it was really strange. I couldn't see properly out of my left eye and it just felt like there was something under my eyelid or something like that. So it was a really kind of odd and annoying day. So that'd be right that it happens on the day that I had to do an in-class editing assessment. I'll talk about that for a sec. We had 2 hours to edit a documentary trailer. I'm not sure if I talked about this last week, but if I didn't, we got the footage early so we could practice it. With that kind of footage and that task, it would probably take at least 2.5 hours. We had 2 hours to do it, so gave us the footage early so we could practice it, and we were allowed to take in 1 page worth of notes. So I had prepared earlier and I kind of knew exactly what I wanted to do, so I really just followed my notes. So it took me a little over an hour to get that done, which I was really happy with since I had 2 hours to do it. And then I left and went to the doctor between classes to see what was up with my eye, and as I said, they didn't really know. And then we had screenwriting class where we were told by our teacher that we have a pitch due next week. So we have a story that we've been working on with a synopsis and a treatment. I went over what those are in last week's video, and basically we have to pitch our idea, our story, as if we were pitching to a producer that we were trying to get to make our story, our script, into an actual film. You have to pitch our idea for up to 5 minutes, and not really looking forward to it, but I'm sure it'll be okay. We also have an assessment for the creative media industries class, but we have a 7-minute presentation, which is basically about our social media presence and what we've been doing in class. Again, not too keen on it, but it's something that shouldn't really be too much of a problem. So I'm going to try not to stress about it and just trying to get in and get it done. What else is happening? On the weekend, I went to the party of a friend from class, Gracie. She is Brazilian, and she has a lot of Brazilian friends who live around Byron Bay. I think there were a couple of people from the Gold Coast or Brisbane, and I was the only person who turned up from class. There were other people who were busy and let Grace know, so it's not like everyone snubbed her and just didn't show up. They all kind of contacted her and wished her happy birthday, which was nice. But there was me, and there was Gracie's fiance, who is also an Aussie, born in Australia. And apart from that, it was a lot of Brazilians. So myself and Gracie's fiance were the only 2 people who couldn't speak Portuguese. So it was a very fun night. Lots of random breaking out into Portuguese, and then someone would realise that me and Gracie's fiance were still there, so they would apologise for speaking Portuguese instead of English. But it was very funny every time it happened, and it was great to see a little bit of Brazilian culture, and it was just fun to hear a bunch of people speaking in Portuguese, because I don't really get to do that, get to listen to that very often. So that was a very fun night.
I just wanna live.
Okay, well that's all I can think of for now to talk about. Again, if anyone who's watching this has anything they want me to talk about, let me know. Otherwise, I will see everyone next week.